Ausa, which is in district Latur, state Maharashtra, takes this opportunity of International E-Conference to welcome all the honorable dignitaries, participants and delegates here at the virtual platform. The topic of today's International E-Conference is Embracing Cross-Cultural Mindset. The college, Sri Kumaraswamy College, Ausa, is affiliated to Swami Ramananda Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded. The college is working for the enhancement of skills, enrichment of knowledge of its stakeholders like students, researchers, teachers, academicians, intellectuals, and knowledge seekers. Number of activities are going on with a great success. The World Record Webinar Series, national and international conferences are some of the activities. And all these things are going on without any interruption. And it is due to the hard efforts, tenacity, and perseverance of Chief Organizer, Honorable Principal Dr. M. Ambedkar, sir. Sir, I welcome you as the chairperson and presiding authority of today's International E-Conference. Today, I am very happy to announce the honorable dignitary, keynote speaker, and chief guest, Grace Lipping Guau ma'am from Amsterdam, Netherlands, who is going to enlighten us on the topic cross-cultural mindset. All the participants and delegates who are joining here from different parts of the country and all over the globe are eager to listen the keynote speech. So I do not want to remain in between the keynote speaker and audience. So on behalf of organizing committee of International E-Conference and Sri Kumaraswamy College, Ausa, I request you, ma'am, to start your keynote speech and presentation. Please, ma'am, welcome.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. So, it's great pleasure to give the speech, Embracing a Cross-Cultural Mindset. It's quite a special topic. And it's not first time I do this presentation. Last time I gave to the expats in Shanghai. Also, it's an international community. So it's my second time to bring this topic to this community. First, I would like to have a very quick introduction about myself. So I'm Grace Guo from China. I have been living in the Netherlands over a decade. Before that, I have been working in China for global companies, also serve all kind of customers from Europe, America, and Asia. And then I came to the Netherlands for my international MBA study. After that, I stayed in the Netherlands for my work, later also for typical work life. So during this time, I also joined a lot of international projects, also all kind of different customers from all of the world. And also once in a while, I will give some workshops to international groups. So different kind of workshops like this one. Also there's innovation management and other communication, these kind of topics. So today we are talking about the cross-cultural, we call the competence, right? And as far as I know, you are the educators. So I think it's very important for educators to master the cross-cultural skills, because you are feeding the generation who are going to have a globalized world. Because not only about the internet, also the coming artificial intelligence. So it's totally different world. And why it's crucial for educators to embrace a cross-cultural mindset, just as I mentioned, it's a new world for our current generation and the future generation. So today I will present mainly 5 mindsets, which I think is quite essential if you want to have the cross-cultural mindset. And I'm passionate about this topic, as I mentioned, also because of my personal extensive experience working in diverse environments and witnessing the positive impact of cross-cultural education on individuals' personal and professional growth. So the importance of a cross-cultural mindset, first is global integration. Education is becoming increasingly global. There's statistics about this phenomenon. The number of international students worldwide has more than doubled in the past 2 decades, reaching over 5 million in 2020. And second effects is in major cities around the world, classrooms are more culturally diverse than ever, with students representing multiple nationalities and cultural backgrounds. So I'm not sure which city you are from. Maybe you notice or you are starting to observe this kind of things going on, right? And the diverse benefits, yeah. A diverse educational environment normally will help students to have the skills, for example, critical thinking and creativity. These 2 skills are especially critical for the AI generation, AI intelligence age, because nowadays more things can be automated, right? Very soon. But this critical thinking and creativity, this AI cannot really replace human being, because artificial intelligence basically can help us to have this kind of thinking or different methods or different ideas for your creativity. But still, we are human. So we still need to have the critical thinking skills and the problem solving. So I think it's very, very important. And for us educators, I would say, yeah, you are preparing for a new generation. Students, they are going to face a globalized world, not only in education, but also their future career, future community. There will be more globalized. And of course, there are many challenges, and for kind of cross-cultural setting, for example, bias and lack of resources, and also insufficient trainings. And of course, there are many, many online courses, but then still you need to have the live sessions, interactions, all kind of different types trainings. So first mindset I would like to bring your awareness is curiosity. So I'm sure you are very, very familiar since you are educators. So curiosity in cross-cultural context means being eager to learn about other cultures. Are you curious about other cultures except your own culture? That's also one question. If you are not curious, then you wouldn't go further, right? First, you need to be curious and know the differences. Then you want to learn more how people think differently, right? And explore diversities. Also understand the different perspectives. So it's more human to human, not only culture. Culture is also different kind of communications. And what we can do about cultivate curiosity through international project collaborations. From my own experience, I also joined a different kind of international projects. Across continents, across countries. It's, for example, customers can be remote. They are located in maybe somewhere in Europe, maybe they are in America, or they are maybe in Asia, one country, but it's international. So you will interact with different kind of colleagues or customers. So you have the opportunities to learn different kind of communications and different ways to think. So it's good. Curiosity, it's important for teachers. So you are curious to also about your students. They are from different backgrounds. Maybe they are, different social status, different religious, different family backgrounds, for example. Not only one specific subculture, but also different provinces. They have also own cultures, right? And curiosity also breaks stereotypes and builds understanding, which I already mentioned. There's one statistics very interesting to share with you. It's studies show that students in culturally diverse learning environments are 25% or more likely to feel comfortable and motivated in class. So this is a very important message for us to have this kind of diversity in learning environment. Second mindset is openness. So what it really means, open. Openness here is willing to accept, explore, and integrate cultural differences. So, in Amsterdam, there's so many multicultural environment, like my neighbors, they can be from Africa, or my neighbors from Germany, from Suriname. These are, that's all from different cultures. So we can, easily accept this environment because already we are used to it, and also very open, because you need to understand other different cultures. So a kind of willingness, right? And it's a bigger community. And openness also integrating international literature and media in the curriculum. And I think it's important because I grew up in China, but I read all kinds of different books, which are not only in Chinese literatures, but also from Arabic, from or European or American, all kind of different stories and literature, which is totally open different worlds, right? And creating a welcoming classroom environment, I think it's also a very good way to start openness. So, for example, you also can have different settings. I'm not sure your school or your classroom how the table and seats are setting. In Europe, sometimes lectures, for example, the teacher will be in the middle, the students who can sit around, and sometimes we just see face to face. It's a very different setting, right? This also help students to have different perspectives. So teachers are not always in the front, but it could be in the middle. And how openness to cultural differences correlates with positive classroom dynamics. Yeah. So there's also statistics. Surveys indicate that 80% of teachers believe that openness to cultural differences improves the overall classroom environment. So students are also feel more comfortable to engage, right? The third mindset, empathy. Yeah, it's still a big topic. Empathy, not only in school or in training workshops, but still also in work environments. In leadership, empathy is still a big topic. I have to say that. So here we are talking about cross-cultural context. And empathy, here we say understanding and sharing the feelings of another cultural perspective. So here mentioned the feeling, which normally people wouldn't really talk about. But empathy is quite important because you need to put yourself in someone's shoes, right? That's empathy. And in this cross-cultural setting, you basically you put yourself in someone's different cultures background. So something we always say in professional environment, don't assume because you don't know what's going on, right? So it's a very important tip. Don't assume. And what the practice can do is role-playing activities to experience diverse cultural scenarios. And you can set up a group of students to have the role-playing. Each one has their own culture or subculture, so you can engage students or yourself to have this empathy, right? These kind of activities. And empathy has the impact, so foster emotional connections and reduce cultural conflicts. This is important because most conflicts are because of misunderstanding, right? Not because you have different perspectives, but because of misunderstanding, or you assume something is right without investigation. And here's a statistical survey also. Educators who practice empathetic teaching methods report a 30% decrease in student conflicts. So it's very important to practice empathy. And the fourth mindset is flexibility. Yeah, flexibility is also for the situation, environment, quick adaptation. So the definition is ability to adapt teaching methods to cater to diverse students' backgrounds. So, for example, some students are very good at mathematics. Some students are very good at English. And also some students, you need to be aware because someone is always good at something, right? So you can adapt, or even you can design the class or lesson in a modules way, different modules, and because when you design modules, you can easily adapt to different situations. That's normally I do. Also, you can customize the lessons to include various cultural perspectives, like Western, Eastern, or different backgrounds, different target groups. Like this class, this workshop, actually, I also adapted. So it's to specific educators, not expats in Shanghai. And flexibility can enhance learning by accommodating diverse needs, which I already mentioned. So the success of adaptive teaching methods in diverse classrooms and flexible teaching approaches have been shown to increase students' understanding and the retention rates by up to 40% in culturally mixed classrooms. And the last mindset, humility. Yes, humility, which is, I personally think humility, Asian people are more into this humility than the Western communities. That's my personal experience. Humility, here we talk about is acknowledging that one's own culture is just one part of many varied perspectives. Yeah, so one of many. Remember that. Yeah. Once you know you are only one part, then you know the even bigger picture, we say. Not only small part, right? And yeah, teacher can exchanges and international vacations. Here, I want to give examples because last year I gave a workshop to a group of teachers, university from Indonesia. They traveled together, somehow like 7, 8 teachers came to the Netherlands, Amsterdam. They have the very interesting program because I gave them 2 days workshops. So I know a little bit what's their goal, what's their, for example, in their program, they have some training, like the one I gave them. Another is they have the university visiting in Amsterdam, and they also have other cultural events to have the learning experience. So I think it's also a very, very good way to help you to really, really learn different things, also knows more, right? So humility, I think it's also you need to engage in activities, basically. So, which I already mentioned, promotes continuous personal and professional growth. So here's the statistics. Teachers who engage in cultural exchange programs often show a 50% greater adaptation to new teaching methodologies and technologies. So here, I would like to give you some strategies for developing a cross-cultural mindset. One is a professional development, like workshops, training on cross-cultural competence. So you gain knowledge and skills. And second is collaboration, partnering with teachers from different cultures. You can do also some volunteer. You also can do the, exchange. So it's also give valuable opportunities for cross-cultural learning. And resources, there's quite a lot nowadays. You have books, online courses, and our tools, all kind of different ways, right? Also videos, and to learn about the cultures, different cultures, even fields, right? So this all help you deeper understanding of cultural norms, values, practices. 90% of teachers who participated in cultural competence workshops reported improved confidence in managing a diverse classroom. So also I would like to recommend 3 books for you. First is Culturally Responsive Teaching, Theory, Research, and Practice by Geneva Gay. Second is The Cultural Intelligence Differences. Master the one skill you cannot do without it in today's global economy by David Livermore. The third is Pedagogy of the Oppressed by Paula Freire. It's more like a Dutch French name. So I will give very quick conclusion. And so we talk about the 5 mindsets which are included in a cross-cultural mindset. Curiosity, encourage active exploration of different cultures to foster understanding and acceptance. And openness, embrace cultural differences and integrate them into the learning environment. Empathy, understand and value the emotional experience of students from diverse backgrounds. Flexibility, adapt the teaching methods to accommodate the diverse needs of all students. And humility, recognize that our own cultural experience are just one part of a global mosaic. The value of a cross-cultural mindset. So adopting these mindsets not only enhance the learning environment, but also prepare students for a globalized world. As teachers, you need to go first. And research shows that educationers who embrace a cross-cultural mindset see a 30% improvement in classroom interaction and student satisfaction. So here I have the call to action. So you can reflect on how you can incorporate these mindsets into your daily teaching practices. I would suggest just start one mindset, one practice, and then you feel more comfortable, then you can go further. And continuous learning, which always, we do, right? Seeking further education on cultural competence, such as attending workshops, engaging with international teaching communities like this international conference.
My name is Veena.
Or reading relevant literature. So reading is a way to get this kind of skills, knowledges. So I will give you the inspiring quote. Diversity is not about how we differ. Diversity is about embracing one another's uniqueness. So I think it's the last slide. So here's my contact information. If you want to know more about this topic, you can send an email or you can connect me on LinkedIn or Instagram. So I will say also thank Dr. Bedkar who invited me for this very quick short speech. Also Lady Kim who referred me to this conference. Now I will switch my slides so I can see this window. Otherwise, I don't know. Anything you asked or any you want to? Yeah.
And talk. Yes, I really enjoyed the conversation and the talk very much. Especially, I am born in India. I came from India, and I've been living in USA 55 years, and I still feel that there are some cultural differences, even though the world has become a very narrow, but people are still very narrow-minded. So we have to stay empathetic, sympathetic, humble, and people will come around in a very peaceful way. Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you also sharing your experience.
Hello, good evening, Dr. Bedkar, sir, Principal, sir. And very good, I think, good afternoon at your place. So, good afternoon, ma'am. Wonderful presentation you have made, and a very interesting subject is there. And nowadays, the world is coming very close to each other. And in a one month, we can have resource persons from various parts of the world, and so at least 30 countries, or maybe means more than 30 countries, we are meeting a resource person like you. So really wonderful, and I think this platform has been given by Dr. Bedkar sir and his institute, and really playing a very vital and pivotal role in this kind of work. So I think this is also one kind of what we can say, a sharing of the cultures. So what you think about this? That is one thing. Now I'm asking one very important question, that when we are saying cultural differences, yes, definitely we should not find out differences, but we should respect it and share it with each other. That is what we have learned from today's session. But here, number of facets are there, including the religion, including the nutrition, including the living style, the way people are using transport. You'll find in India that railway and travel buses are very much common. But in UK and USA, if you'll go, you'll find it is very common to have your air transport. So these are the differences what we can get, that is very important. What I feel, if I'm visiting one country for 7 days is different. I'm visiting 2 international days seminar is very different, and staying there for 10 years, it is very different. And the sharing and caring and knowing each other and becoming part of each other, that really extends, when you stays there, try to adopt the culture, the people over there. So what do you think, that length of time really defines the cultural associations, collaborations, and the framework, and that kind of what we can say, like a cloth, we are having number of threads are there, and you cannot separate them out, that kind of a bonding, we have to create. So in India, we are having one very important word, Sanskrit word is there, Vasudeva Kutumbakam, means, the whole earth is a one family. And I think that is a real meaning of today's presentation. So what do you think about this? Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful presentation, ma'am.
Yeah, I think you asked 2 questions. The first question, I think it's very, very nice to have this kind of online cross-cultural international community, which Dr. Bedkar is leading. I think it's very meaningful, at least from my perspective. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for people to join, to learn, also have the different kind of way, how people think and talk, right? It's it's open, it's a window to open, So it's very, very important. You have the platform, the facilitator, and the support. Also, people allow people to learn. I think it's very, very important. You have the environment. We are human, environmental, right? So if the environment, you give the opportunities, I think everyone can grow, can change. That's a very, very important facility and environment setting. Second, of course, during travel, we have all kind of different situation, conditions. My experience, I traveled over 20 countries, right? So from my experience, working different continents, and no matter where I go, I just find the way which fit me, also convenient from local environment. So it's always, how's the local going, right? How's the my own schedule? If I have time or I have the possibility, I always want to try the local way. Why not? You need to try the local way, right? To know the real culture. Like I need to try the maybe special faster train or the very slow way to travel. You see different landscapes, right? And why not? If you want to know very good local culture, I will always feel you need to walk around or you need to talk, interact with local, right? You cannot stay in your own small community, then you will not really explore the differences. You have no opportunity to know what do the local people think, what the local people will talk, right? They know all the information, and that's important. Communicate. So I think culture is always also communication, right? That's my experience.
Yeah, and a very important thing is even in a state, boundaries of a state, one country, you'll find there are very variations are there. So we are having urbanization, rural area is there, tribal area is there, and different cultures. They are also having their own different cultures they carry with them. So that is also one kind of cultural exchange what we can go with. And yes, definitely, when we are going to some particular place, we enjoy the food of that particular place. So that is also very important. We try to learn the language of that place, and not only that, the cultural aspects, where they are carrying the heritage, what they are carrying, the monuments, what they are carrying, and so many things we learn from each other. So I think the traveling and mixing with other culture gives a great experience of learning. So with this note, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you. Yes, I think traveling is a good way.
Sir, that is a very great gift what you're giving, 30 country, 30 resource person, 30 brain, 30 intelligence, different intelligence we are receiving. And we are really very thankful to you for this kind of, and the resource persons are like gems, they are really sharing their own ideas and own concept and original aspects. So that is really wonderful to know. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible, sir? Uh, okay, thank you, sir. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू वेरी मच सर. आपने ऐसा एक स्टेज बनाया है जो सारे विश्व को यहाँ पर लाए थे. अभी अभी सर ने बताया है 30 देशों के लोग आए थे और हम टीचिंग में हैं और ऐसे जो क्लासेस हैं उससे हमारे लिए बहुत जानकारी मिल रही है और फायदा भी हम जरूर उठेंगे अगले आने वाले क्लासेस में. थैंक यू सर. और मेरा एक प्रश्न है मैडम ग्रेस. मैडम ग्रेस, some of our relatives are staying at Netherlands. Her daughter is studying 5th class in Netherlands. Her mother have a problem because in Netherlands they talk everywhere in Dutch only. Is this a barrier for cultural cross-cultural mindset? Of course, it is a barrier to everyone because now all the world at a stage. Then, if in a country only they talk in their language, other country students may arise a problem to listen classes and follow the classes and share their cultural emotions and cultural backgrounds and all these things. Sometimes the other countries' people who are interested to involve themselves in that states, places, they may forget their cultural specialities also. Then a teacher, how can I play a role to communicate each and every cultural barriers to other students, and how can they train up all the students in a single manner? This is my doubt.
I don't know which school she's attending, but for most international schools in Amsterdam or in the Netherlands, if she joined international school, most time it's English. But you know, teachers only they take charge in the class, but of the class, most case, teacher wouldn't charge how students use the languages, right? But of course, there are certain rules. For the international school I went, we need to do the homework, group study. Of course, we use English because students from different countries, we only can use English to complete the group work. But for your case, I'm not sure what's the situation. If they are playing, they are, chatting, you cannot push other students to use English only. That's my first, the impression. Because only in office, official language in global office is English. But during coffee drink, tea drink, people chit chat, right? They use own dialect. They can maybe speak Indian, Hindi, maybe speak Mandarin, Chinese, or Dutch or German, right? So really depends what kind of situation and what kind of goals. If only just you and me, maybe we can speak the common language. But if involve bigger group and we have certain goal, then I'm sure the members are aware which language we should speak.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You have given a good opportunity to me to share my doubts with you. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Definitely, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
Sir, a small doubt, sir. Sir, सर बीच में मेरा इंटरनेट खत्म हो गया है, मैं फिर से जुड़ गई हूँ थोड़ी समय के लिए, जो सरला सर बात कर रहे हैं तो उसी समय। ओके ओके, हाँ 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 हाँ, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर।
Okay. She want to get the document. Okay, no problem. Okay, then I will say bye-bye.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Bye, madam. Bye.
Thank you. Good
Thank you so
evening.
much.
Bye.
Bye.